Okay, Gladhouse Reservoir, the Kips, Hirondine Castle. These are my objectives for today. Got a 10k run planned. Want to go up the Kips, want to see Hirondine Castle. Just enjoy the day. These are the hills, and this is the castle. I'm going to go there and follow the track up the hill. Now the whole point in this, I mentioned it in the last video, Pentland Skyline. I intend on running the Pentland Skyline, so all about elevation. I figured it starts out relatively smooth and then it's just, I can even just walk up the hill. Just get my muscles used to the movement again. It's been quite a while since I've actually focused purely on elevation and hill running, so yeah, that's that. We're fast approaching the castle, and by fast approaching I mean fucking lightning speeds. This cool river. There's like a little dam up there. Yeah, this is nice. Good commentary. But I mean, in all seriousness, this is nice. What more else is there to say? What more else? What else more? What? Shut up, Douglas. So, I do really want to keep this as zone 2 work, but I don't think that's really going to happen. The heart rate monitor on my watch, Synto 3, isn't really the most accurate, so yeah, just want to stay comfortable rather than forcing myself into any kind of situations I don't want to be in. I feel like that's something we all take for granted. It's just that we can't just acclimatise and condition ourselves immediately to whatever it is that we want to do. No matter how badly we want to do it, it's just not the case. So yeah, I just want to respect my body and its boundaries and work from there. The main thing for me is just going to be consistency. Consistency is going to get me where I want to be, not pushing over the top for a short amount of time. Jeez. Jesus Christ. That's a majestic looking sheep. Here lies the boundaries. Here lies the boundaries. Here lies the remains of a Scottish castle, once home to a military of great magnitude. This castle defended against all sorts. Maybe it didn't. Who knows? Nice. Scotland! There you go. There's a castle and a scary, scary sounding dog. Onward up the hill. We'll follow the tracks, will we? We'll go up that hill and across the way. I am blowing out my arse. Beautiful though. Absolutely beautiful. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Does this do the incline justice? Hopefully. Hopefully. What my knees see. How good does that slope look for potentially skiing? Wow. Wowee. So I believe I have kind of messed up for the route that it is that I was planning. So I think I need to go along here and then up onto the hill. Nothing else for it but to keep moving. So go down here, up the other side. I think I need to traverse another couple of hills to go across and then go down. If I'm being completely honest, I'm not entirely sure where it is that I'll go down, but it should just make sense. I mean, I'm at the top of a hill, so you'd like to think I could see my way down. I know that's not always going to be the case, but wow! Right, concentrate Douglas, concentrate. Right, this way. This makes more sense. That's going to be slippy. I do want that water. I'm not going to take that water. Yeah. Right, onward. Right, I've found some kind of tracks. There, belows. Now I'm going to go up there, blowing. Wish me luck. So, in hindsight, I really should have planned this a bit better, just for what hill it was that was going up, and just kind of figured if there was a path or not. Really, in terms of actual running, I'm just kind of hoping that I don't break my ankle. Why did I say that? Watch me just break my ankle. But yeah, think, actually, who cares? Who cares? I want to go up a hill. I've gone up a hill. Is this an intersection? Is that an intersection? Ah, it's so wet. Ah, it's so wet. How do I, like, there's no discernible paths, is there? So, I mean, now just going along this, I need to get to that path. Right. This, fuck. This is not ideal. Right. I'll come back once I've reached the other path. I have found it. But what are the chances that this is just going to be soaking? I mean, my feet have been just disappearing constantly. So, see where this goes. It almost went. No. 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 Right. Back on a path. Can actually run for the first time in what feels like 10 minutes. And I say run, I mean slightly stumble forward for moments at a time until I get lost and lose my footing again. Like so. Well, if I wasn't doing this, what else would I be doing? You're right, probably enjoying myself. But in all seriousness, I am actually really enjoying myself. Because what else would I be doing? Sitting in the house doing nothing, pretending like I need to recover more than I do. So, happy to be out. So, this is the map. This is where I currently am. And you can see here, this set of trees is where I want to go down. So from my point, the point that I am facing, you can see that there's a path on the hill, maybe about here. I want to go over the top of this hill, get that path and take it down through the trees. I just about lost both of my shoes. Right, I'm pretty sure that this is the beginning of the downhill section. So this should sweep round to the left as such. Now, on the downhill of this, the views are just wowie, wowie wow. Now, I need to remember and concentrate. Just because the camera's out doesn't mean I need to stop concentrating on each footstep. That's the whole point of the Insta360 X4, brought to you by GoPro. Something I like to keep in mind when going down steeper parts or shaly parts. It's just like a little bing bonk, bing bonk, bing bonk, kind of like a horse galloping down. I'm going to assume that actually in the long run that might be bad for you because you're going to be putting a bias onto one leg, but I'm not really too sure about that, to be honest. I wonder if the sheep have this as some kind of auditorium. There's one sort of central sheep here. The rest of them will go round and they'll hold a court for all the other sheep. What kind of rulings do you think sheep would have? What would be sheep's bylaws? Or Keeps bylaws. Bah! What a fucking idiot. I'm not an idiot. Shouldn't talk to myself like that. Naughty. Anyways, coming down this way, I actually do get slight vertigo. I don't know if you can really see, but it's pretty steep. You just sort of always seeing that in your peripheral. But anyways, I can see a hut. This hut is actually quite interesting. So I was listening to a podcast today. There's other guy, Chris Williamson, Modern Wisdom, and Jesse James West. I'm just kind of talking about Jesse's upbringing and how that made him into the person that he is. Talking about going through like physical distress and just what it is that your body is really capable of, and finding out really what you're made of. And just, it's amazing how some people are subjected to this kind of thing, like kind of training or just scheduling from a young age, and they're just in such an advantageous position, and that thinking about that is if you're putting yourself down for, I've not achieved this, I'm not achieving this, I should be here by now, I should be doing this by now. It's just, there's so many different people that have so many different circumstances, and as long as you're pushing yourself and you know that you're putting in the effort, that's all you can really ask for, because your set of circumstances are just completely different to what mine could be, what your best friends could be, what your parents' circumstance was. Maybe you don't have parents. I mean, you would have had at some point, but I don't know why I find these things funny, but I do. Yeah, even if you've not got parents, it's just, there you go. They're in a completely different position to you. One, you're alive. You can completely outperform them. So, I mean, really, it's a good thing your parents are dead. Just for clarity, I don't actually think that. But, aye. Anyways, point being, if you've got goals, try and stick to them, and just remember, they're your goals, no one else's. There's my goals. I always compare myself to pretty much every single person. Not literally, but I just always put myself down and give myself reasons as to why I'm a piece of shit, basically. I realise that's on the farther end of the scale, but I mean, it's thoughts that I have and thoughts that other people will be having. Me comparing myself to everyone else is just, I shouldn't do it. There's just so many factors that affect what it is that I'm doing as to why my statistics would be different. And at the end of the day, who really cares about the statistics? All that matters is that you're out there trying to better yourself for whatever reason. And you should be thankful for having the ability to do so, because there's some people out there that don't have that option, you know? So, let's be grateful. What is this? I do feel like I'm going to be shot, and there's going to be some kind of alarm or something. I don't like this. Right, I am leaving. Hopefully you can see this. The chicken just flew out of nowhere. Chicken. Wow. Anyways, hooray! We're at the bottom. If you've gone a trail run before, I'm going to assume you have. When you've gone a trail run, where does it usually go? What kind of terrain do you like to go across? And what's something that you're most proud of? It doesn't have to be anything big. I mean, if you just managed to do a run in general, that's great. Again, not everyone has the ability to run, so that in itself is an achievement. But hey, for conversation's sake, I would really like to hear about just your adventures in general. Where where you'd recommend adventuring. It doesn't matter where it is, like what country it's in, whatever. Just keen to hear your story. Anyways, hope you've enjoyed being a part of my story today. Hope you have a fantastic day.